What's up, everybody? It's Hall of Heroes time again, and this month for February, of course, Valentine's Day, we get a monster that looks kind of like it should be on a Valentine's card. Anyway, FRIA the Fire Sylphid, Hall of Heroes, you know the drill. It's the weekend is always on the weekend, and I think a lot of people, when they see this, they're like, oh, it's food, right? That's your first instinct is food, unless you have a light or dark one, then you're very excited about it. You're like, oh, I need skills for my Mahale, I need skills for my Akaris. If you don't have a light or dark one, you're probably thinking, oh, this is a food monster. And while for a lot of you that may be the case, you're like, you don't really have much of a need for it, this monster, I've seen a lot of your arena defenses, and this monster could be potentially very nice on your arena defense, and it's based on her passive. So we see that it's the weekend, you know how it works, you know how Hall of Heroes works. So I have already had a Fire Sylphid built from years ago, back before I had all the OP Nat 5s. And this was a unit that I and other people as well were sticking on arena defense to counter Lucians. We would make it very squishy, high resist to counter Lucians, and also you could still reset her with a Zyros, or you could reset her with a Ganymede, or other things that reset. But if she's got high resistance, she could resist the reset. The thing about her is the sacrifice passive sacrifices yourself at the moment of death to remove all harmful effects and fully recover the HP of all allies. The second part was added at a later date, but this was basically the thing is double Lucian was the most common arena offense, and people were doing the first Lucian. If she's squishy and dies, she will die, heal up the rest of her team to full. It's kind of like a Praha, but you don't have to worry about Nemesis and having enough speed to cut in while also being tanky enough, etc., etc. You just die and heal the rest of your team up to full, which is not that bad as a passive, right? So she was actually used in arena, and also you have the resistance lead if you really need it. But we were just building her squishy with a lot of DPS and high resist. That was basically the thing for FRIA. But also now she has a couple new mechanics. Like the first mechanic is just continuous damage. The first skill, just continuous damage. Nothing very exciting. Second skill, attacks all enemies with Fire Tornado. Damage proportion to your max HP and increases the attack bar of all allies by 25%. AoE damage, but increases the attack bar of all allies. Like a Bernard. Like an Orion. Like many things that increase the attack gauge, right? So that's kind of interesting. Then we have this sacrifice passive. Now we already talked about the first part of her passive. Second part, additionally, your attacks will decrease the enemy's attack bar by 15%. Every attack. Decrease attack gauge. First skill, decrease attack gauge, single target. Second skill, AoE, decrease attack gauge, right? 15%. So this decreases attack gauge and increases your team's attack gauge. I wonder who does that. She's kind of similar to a budget Charlotte who needs to be Devilmond. I didn't even realize that I started Devilmonding Charlotte and didn't finish. Oh, it was for a video when she got buffed, right? I think that might have been it. But she is similar to a budget Charlotte, basically. So now people were using her for, if you don't have a lot of pay-to-win Nat 5s for arena defense, you could definitely use FRIA. She might be a unit that you would consider using. If you're still working on building dungeon teams, I would say stick these in storage, maybe work on it at a later date. But if you don't have a really solid arena defense, mostly for rush hour, right? Mostly for rush hour, you want people to skip you, right? But if you don't have a really solid arena defense, FRIA is a usable unit for arena defense. Also, you can think about the fact that if on Despair, she has an AoE that could stun and decrease the attack gauge of enemies. She's got the dots here. Well, we don't really care about the dots, but she can continue to decrease attack gauge, and she's got the AoE. So, she's a usable unit in TOA, not crazy. I say she's a usable unit in TOA, but as I'm saying that, I'm thinking there's so many more usable units in TOA. I would really see her as an arena defense unit for the most part. But there's other places you could use her too. I think she actually wouldn't be potentially that bad of a Dragons B10 unit. So we're going to actually test her out. Since we already have her built, let's test her out in some Dragons B10. And not for an endgame Dragons B10 team though. That's kind of the thing, is for endgame Dragons B10, you're not worried about just in case you die, etc., etc. Because let's say she's fire and the other units that are on your team are water. Now we're talking about a different thing, but that's the only dungeon I really use her for. But let's say she's fire. If she's squishy, she dies first. Let's say the dragon gets his immunity up. Your team starts taking damage, getting dots, taking damage. She dies first, because the rest of your units are water, for example. And then she completely cleanses your team of all the dots and fully heals them. And also she's got this, like I said, she's got the AoE attack gauge reduction plus attack gauge boost. That is kind of nice against the tower. Like, you know, those towers could be nice to decrease the attack gauge of the towers. So I see some potential uses of her in another place aside from arena defense. Again, I'm going to say, just play devil's advocate. I'm going to say, like, most people are fine with Dragon's B10. Most people have a lot of crazy nat 5s for arena defense, and they probably won't need this. But for some of you, this could be a nice little insurance policy that could be usable there. Like, you build it for arena defense if you don't have a lot of crazy stuff for arena defense, and then you also happen to be able to use it in Dragon's B10, for example. So let's take a look at what she can do, and let's take a look at what she can do. Okay, here's the game plan. We're hoping to Galleon skill 3 time to loot, AoE attack power buff in defense break, into FRIA, nuke the waves, nuke the mid boss with the twins, and Crow. Well, and the end boss, but we'll see what actually happens. AI at its finest, you know. Oh, we didn't have enough damage, but that was the game plan, right? It's no Julie, so the air is not going to be as good as Julie team. I still think that the Julie. So we increased the attack gauge a little bit. We decreased. We didn't get the tower. The crystal. They resisted. Another attack power buff defense. Well, another nuke the wave. This Galleon has 100% accuracy. I know it seems like he doesn't, but he has 100% accuracy. Let's see if they take enough damage to get those. Yeah. So let's see if the dragon gets a turn and kills the FRIA and see what she can do. Yeah, there we go. There. Ah, killed too much because he was too low. Should we go again? Let's try it again. Try it again. We'll see what happens. I want to see some more runs. Okay. Very nice. Off to a good start. He has 100% accuracy, which is clearly too much. They're resisting though. They're resisting. I love this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your skills do the right things. It doesn't matter if you thought out your dungeon theme. The Julie is, I think, the best current for like endgame players. I mean, this is not really like. The Julie is the best for endgame Dragon's team, but this is just like a nice thing that has like a failsafe in it, so that if you're gonna start taking damage, then we're still gonna kill, isn't it? Yeah, we're not gonna. The FRIA's not gonna die. She died the first time though. Should we see? Let's see it again. Third time's the charm. I don't know what I'm hoping is gonna happen. Let's take it into some arena. Show her against Lucians after this. Okay. She seems to want to do. She seems to want to do the right things right now, which we'll see. I promise he's 100% into accuracy too. Well, you guys, you've played Summoners War. You know that 100% accuracy still gets resisted all the time. I don't have to tell you that. All right, so we got these, and then did she have it or did she not have it? I think it's on 3 turns. Is it on 3 turns? You can also do like a 300 speed free for like RTA, catch people off guard. I know Foi was. We've been referencing Foi a lot this week, haven't we? But I know Foi was doing that, or Foi tried it when it was buffed. I think I even had a talk with Foi about it, because I think it was buffed when he was playing. Is that gonna do enough damage to kill her? Yeah, look at that. This is what I was talking about, when it's gonna cleanse them, and it's kind of like a failsafe. You know what I mean? As long as you can withstand like 1 Dragon's Blast. Here we go. Shout out to the people, the OGs that remember defenses that look like this back when they were in their prime. So this is not really a good midweek defense, because this is an easy defense to beat for like if you're willing to take just a little bit more time or switch up your offense. But for rush hour, a lot of people don't want to hit the stall defenses because they're just trying to like nuke fast, kill things ASAP. And they don't want to take that extra little time to switch up their team to maybe a slower team that can easily beat it, but they don't want to take that extra time when time is really of the essence in rush hour. So people will skip for. This is just like I'm showing a free-to-play friendly arena defense, right? For rush, that's just like a stall defense to try to get not hit as much as you could. And you can use FRIA with some other units that are even more OP, like Nat 5s that have some threats in there, but. This is just I'm showing with some like free-to-play friendly options. So This was a decently popular defense style back in the day. We have 100% crit rate on Lelouchins. We should kill with the first amputation magic. We should kill the FRIA. We shouldn't have shields on them, but we should hopefully kill FRIA with the first one. And then everyone is back up to full before the second amputation magic, so we can't actually kill anyone. And now they're going to come through and they're going to do the things, and they're going to do the heals, and they're going to do the reflect damage. And we do one of these, and he's going to do his... Oh, I thought he was going to do his skill 3 is like an AoE. That's based on his HP. But the point is that we were not able to successfully just double Lucian. And then, you know, for the Zyros is not really super great against arenas. So, the Water Epicon Priest. But that's just an option for using her in arena defense. And again, it's not super meta, like, you're not going to be getting Guardian. I mean, I assume that you're not going to be getting Guardian. Maybe some people actually are getting Guardian with similar defenses, like, in the last, like, 10 minutes. Maybe they are, but yeah, it's a defense that you can, it's a stall defense that you can use for, like, Rush Hour. And you could also stick her in other defenses if you see fit. But you understand at least what she does and where she's used. And that's the point of the video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. There's FRIA. That's where she does. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you as always in the next one.